defeated by Texas Dirt. Dutch Mantell allowed back in the CWA, and I understand he's with us today. I think you hear by the reaction of the crowd. The Dutchman, Dutch Mantell, back in the CWA. Long time no see. Welcome back, buddy.
Hey, John, it's been a long, hard road, and I've walked down. But, you know, I want to say one thing right now. I had a very touching scene this past week because Texas Dirt wanted to go back to Texas. And out of the goodness of my heart, I drove him back down, and it was a real touching scene. I think we got a piece of tape on this. If they just roll this, I'd like the fans at home to see it. All right. Well, Dirt, here we are back in Texas. I can't stay long. I got to go. You know, it's hot down here, too. There's a tractor, Dirt. It's where you left it. Well, Dirt, I guess this is where you get off.
Well, Dutch, I wish you'd come in and sit a spell with me, but I know you busy man. You got to go, and I tell you, I want to thank you. And I appreciate you letting me come up there in that CWA and wrestle. And I tell you, I had some tough matches, that old Master Payne and that Black Bart, and I ended up whooping them for you, and I tell you what, I appreciate it.
Well, Dirt, let me ask you, what are you going to do now?
Well, Dutch, I tell you, I guess I'd just get on back down here and go back to doing what I was doing before. You know, the tractor sitting right over there, and I guess I'd just get on it and go and do that bush hogging I was doing. I guess I ought to call my old lady Reba up, because I ain't talked to her since I've been gone. She thinks I'm off drinking somewhere or something, but I don't know. I guess I'll just go on back and live the life I was living before.
Hey, Dirt, one thing before you go. Let me just ask you. What are you going to do with that CWA belt?
Well, Dutch, I tell you, I've been figuring on that, you know, and I got this CWA belt here, and I'm figuring when I'm out of bush hogging and farming and slopping the pigs and stuff, and I'm on that tractor, I figure it'd just slide on off the fender of that tractor, and I'll probably cut it up with a bush hog. I tell you what, why don't you just take it and won't you defend it and with pride and defend the honor of the state of Texas? Why don't you do that?
Thank you, Dirt. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. There goes a heck of a guy. And I hate to see him go. But, you know, sometimes old Dirt get on your nerves if you didn't watch him. See you, Dirt. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. I'll be holding on to them.
Right
now,
off
I told you it was a touching scene. I hated to see him go, but like I said, you know, he's a heck of a guy, and I'm going to miss him a lot. But right now, as everybody saw, he gave me the CWA heavyweight belt, and I am the
Dutch, I hate to spoil your homecoming, but the words you just said, and I seen them on the monitor, you cannot give away titles.
Oh, wait a minute, Ed. See, you don't realize how close me and Texas Dirt. I mean, we were close. I mean, real close. You understand that?
Yeah, I think I understand that, but you cannot give away titles. Dutch, did you win the title?
Did Dutch Mantell win the title? No, Dutch Mantell didn't win the title. Texas Dirt won the title.
That's right.
But he gave it to me.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot give away a title. Now, let me explain something to you, Dutch. Were you Dutch, Texas Dirt?
No. Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't Texas Dirt. Dirt just went back to Texas.
Okay.
I'm Dutch Mantell.
Okay. Now, I've got to take the title, but let me tell you this.
What for?
Because Texas Dirt cannot give a title away. And you said you didn't win it, Texas Dirt won it. Now, if you was Texas Dirt, I would have to fine you $5,000, and you'd leave the CWA, and I'd still have to take the belt. But you said that you wasn't Texas Dirt.
I don't believe this happened to me. I don't believe this happened to me, Eddie.
I'm sorry, but, you know, the Rules Committee, they say that you cannot give a belt away, and I've got to take the belt.
What if I don't? Well, can I appeal this?
Yeah, you can appeal it. The only thing I know that where you'd have
You're saying if I was Texas Dirt, I could keep the belt, but you're going to have to take it anyway. And you're trying to say
$5,000, you'd have to leave the CWA.
Just like that?
Just like that. I can take the belt, we can have a tournament, and Dutch Mantell would have a shot at the belt.
Eddie, Texas Dirt just won this belt, and he gave it to me. See what I mean? And you're going to take it.
You can't do that.
Can't give away a belt.
Well, I hope you take it, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself,
No,
Eddie Marlin. I hope you have a good time.
I don't enjoy it. And you got a match. Why don't you get in the ring and we'll get your opponent.
Boy, a turn of events. Dutch Mantell caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, and he has to get in the ring right now. So here comes Rooster Cogburn into the ring. Rooster Cogburn from Bradford, Tennessee, coming up against Dutch Mantell. First match of the day here on Championship Wrestling. Boy, I wouldn't want to anger Dutch out of what just happened here on television, being stripped of the title on a technicality. And we go right to action, and Rooster Cogburn going right after Dutch Mantell. Dutchman whips into the corner, into the turnbuckle. Side headlock now by the Dutchman. Dutch already upset by the fact that his title, or the CWA title, won by his good friend Texas Dirt, was taken from him. Now Cogburn just coming to the floor, not by his own volition, but at the help of Dutch Mantell. So, according to promoter Eddie Marlin, apparently we will have to have a CWA tournament for the CWA Heavyweight Championship. But that is the rule. You can't give the belt to someone. It has to be won in the ring. And, of course, Dutch caught between a rock and a hard place, because if he were Texas Dirt, he would have to not only vindicate the title, he would have to leave the CWA, because he would have been wrestling illegally or under a prior stipulation. But being that he is Dutch Mantell and was allowed to return as a result of a victory by Texas Dirt over Black Bart, he is in the CWA, but unfortunately cannot have the CWA title, quote unquote, given to him by Texas Dirt, even though Texas Dirt and him were, excuse the expression, quite close. Rooster Cogburn taking the fight right to the Dutchman. Dutch was upset about that. We see the results of his mind being on something else. Look at this. Reversal sunset flip. 1, 2. Count of 2 on Rooster Cogburn. Cogburn's a rough customer out of Bradford, Tennessee. Has wrestled throughout the United States and is coming on quite strongly. Getting a good stern test here today with the Dutchman. Dutchman wraps him up. Small package. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Dutch Mantell taking a match over Rooster Cogburn. The Dutchman back in the CWA and back to his winning ways. Victorious over Rooster Cogburn here on Championship Wrestling, and we'll have to see where the tale of the CWA belt will lead us next, now that Dutch has been stripped of that belt. We'll be back with more wrestling action here on the CWA right after this.
Something definitely different at Crystal. Celebrate the 50th anniversary of Dorothy and Friends in the Wizard of Oz. Order a Coke for 99 cents and get a 50th anniversary Wizard of Oz glass at Crystal. Each